The Creative Industries podcast is 2 today. Woo! So that's right, it's the second birthday of the Creative Industries podcast. So today we're going to find out a little bit about what is it and why does it exist. We'll find out who's been on previous podcasts. We'll find out how it's developed over the years and also find out what you can expect from the future of the Creative Industries podcast as we celebrate its second birthday today. So first up, what is the Creative Industries podcast and why does it exist? So this podcast exists to help people find their own career in the music and media industry, and students help me interview a whole range of industry experts, create the podcasts, and send them out there. The reason people should tune in is because sometimes it is really hard to make a career in the music industry or media industry. And often people don't even know someone who's done it before them, someone to look up to and learn from. And this podcast is out there to solve that. I know for myself, when I was growing up, I knew people whose parents were like plumbers, lawyers, doctors, shopkeepers, bus drivers, you name it. But no one I knew worked in the music industry. So my dreams of working in studios and helping people with music production and podcasting and radio and all that, it just felt so far away, if I'm honest. And often the adults around me, when I was that age, hadn't met anyone like that either. So they didn't know how to help me achieve my dream. So my aim with the Creative Industries podcast is to help anyone else feeling like that out there. You can meet people in the music industry. They can tell you stories that are going to inspire you, and they can give you tips and real world advice of how you can make your dreams come true in the music and media industry. I want listeners to walk away from this podcast feeling like, hell yeah, I got this, I can do it. So who has been on the podcast before? Because we've had so many guests over these last 2 years, industry experts, artists, but who have we had that stand out? So we've had Darren from Shake That social media campaign manager who ran the campaign for the Libertines' #1 album. We've had Georgina Rose, who's a famous voice actor who has had her work all over the BBC. If you heard her, you would know that voice. We've also had Chris from Dog Brain Videos, who's made music videos for massive artists like Pendulum and Wargasm. Absolutely incredible guy who supported us loads on the podcast and at Super Jam in general. A recent band I loved was Black Bordello. Came into our Wandsworth base, chatted to us, and they told us all about what it's like to be an up-and-coming UK band that is due to play in New York soon as well. Now, on the media side of things, we've also had Dr. Ed Hope, who runs a successful YouTube channel with over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. How would that feel, making income from YouTube? If it's something you've ever wondered about, check out that episode. And for the musicians out there, we've had Lucy May Walker, who has been regularly featured on the Jeremy Vine show on BBC Two. An absolutely incredible artist who's also done a shelf session for us. And for the guitar nerds out there, we've also had David Mulqueen, who was the marketing manager for Fender guitars across all of Europe. So any signature guitar from your famous artist, he's seen it, he's worked on it, he's worked with the famous artist behind it. He also now works for Orange Amps, but as well as all the famous names and famous brands, we've chatted to creative after musician who is out there making a living doing something from what they love. So yeah, you might end up working with huge famous brands or big artists or get really famous and do massive shows. But the truth is, it's absolutely magic just to be out there working in the creative industries, doing a job that you love, supporting yourself, making an income. And we've talked to lots of people doing that as well, rather than doing a job that they hate. Like, ugh. So how many shows have we actually recorded for this? It's a mind-blowing figure. Over 2 years, we've recorded 76 different shows, all with different guests. And most of them have been in our podcast studios across the Super Jam bases, but sometimes we've been out recording at Great Escape Festival. We've been out at the Ditto Music Conference in the O2 in London. We've been at Black Deer Festival and more. So we do on location recording as well, but I think 76 episodes recorded, a massive landmark figure. And I want to say thanks so much for the students who helped it happen. So how's it developed over the last 2 years? Well, video content, of course, has become so important in the last decade when it comes to content and online presence. And we thought we've got to start doing video podcasts and getting the clips up on our social media and YouTube shorts as well. Another thing that's developed is students have been asking, we want to do more artist interviews, David, more artists, get more artists in. So we've had some collaborations with gig promoters like Real Sounds. Now, they've always put on concerts in London, in Brighton, and across Kent. So they've always got artists who want to promote a show that's coming up. So hopefully that partnership with them, we've got this never-ending conveyor belt of artists who want to promote their show so we can interview them. We get to interview them and enjoy it. They get the content from the interview, helps promote their show, and it's a virtuous circle like that. So more collaborations with promoters, record labels and things like that. That's what to expect. So what else can you expect from the future and how can you get involved? Well, with each base at Superjam now having a studio facilitator, we can make the most of your podcast equipment, connecting up via Zoom or Google Meet, and you can help with the whole process of interviewing the industry experts and artists that we have coming to us. For example, the week before we have someone visit, we always do a planning session, and all the bases are welcome to join that, and we can find out about the person that's coming, listen to their music, find out about their projects, and come up with all the questions. Then a week later, we'll do the actual interview. Now, no matter what base I'm at, I mean, I could be in Wandsworth, but Canterbury students could zoom in, and same with Swanley and Brighton as well, and vice versa. So this is a thing we're going to develop much more. If you're interested in podcasting and want to meet all these industry experts and take this podcast from year 2 to year 3, 4, 5, 6 and keep it going, that is how we're going to progress with all the bases coming together remotely, and I'm super buzzing for that side of things. So if you want to get involved, just tell your favorite member of staff at Superjam, whether it's an LSP, a tutor, or whoever, get them to email me. Or if you want to email me directly, my email address is in the description of this video podcast. So I'm absolutely buzzing to hear from you. I'm really happy to be celebrating 2 whole years of the Creative Industries podcast. I hope you enjoyed this little quick video to say thanks for tuning in. I hope you've learned a lot from it. And that whole back catalogue of videos and audio podcasts is there. I encourage you to search through it, find kind of things you're interested in, whether it's photography, video, music production, studio owners. We've interviewed a whole spectrum of people from across all these expertise areas now. And they've always been so happy to help, and they want to see young people like you succeed. So do I, so does everyone at Superjam. But once again, thanks so much for watching this. Thanks to everyone who's taken part in the Creative Industries podcast, whether it's been staff, students, loads of students taking part in it, and all our guests as well. Here's to the next 2 years. Let's go.